Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Battle of the Bangers Season 5. I'm your host, my name is Tyler, and once again, I'm joined by the boys. We've got Brennan.
Well, what's going on, folks?
And we have Long Sleeves Kyle. How
It's
are you
me,
not sweating there, bud?
I am, but
Was it worth it?
yeah, I'm not sweating like that bad. Like, there's like levels of sweat, and I'm peeking into the uncomfortableness zone.
Okay. Well,
barely.
For the sake of your comfort, we're going to keep this episode kind of brief, because it will be bad in a blowout and grow. Brennan might have something to say about it, but I think it's going to be a blowout. Let's take a look at the bracket. We have a lot of dead robots here, as you can see, and a lot of living robots, and one of these robots that we have left will be dead, and one of them will be moving on to die another day or win. Who knows? We have Young Robot, number 2 seed, versus the original Robot with Human Hair, part 1. Wow.
The OG.
This is the ultimate comparison of, like, where they started and where they've come. And I guess you would say, but Tyler, episode 1, it was a further album down the road, and, like, Son of Robot is technically, like, a more current state. And, like, yes, but, like,
Young Robot
is, like quintessential DGD listening. Like, Brennan might not agree, because I know he doesn't like this song as much as we do, but, like... I'm sorry, Young Robot is quintessential. I might have said the wrong thing. There's a lot of robot names. I'm dumb. It happens. Edit it out in post so that now I sound like a crazy person and make it sound like just do it and then...
Don't slander me. I love Young Robot.
Okay, good. I feel like you're always in the boat of, like, saying that it's not as good as we do a lot of times.
I mean, yeah, I might not hold it in, like, as high regard as you guys, but I do think that, like, it is a masterpiece.
Okay.
I just don't think I don't think it's the best song on Mothership, but I think it's definitely, like, top 3.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
So.
I don't think it's the best song on Mothership either. I remember I gave Kyle a fucking stroke.
Oh, yeah, we told him what was up.
Yeah.
Was that the one that caused you to throw your phone across the room, or was that a different thing? Now I want to know. I'm not going to go back and listen to it, but people in the comments who have listened to it or have, like, listened to that episode semi-recently, let us know if that was the moment.
This is Talks a Lot Boy lore right here. So
iconic moment. Kyle throws phone.
It's all canonical.
Well, I guess we should start with talking about the underdog here. The OG, original Robot with Human Hair, where it all began. In their garage, I take it, where they recorded Everything I Say Is Royal Ocean. Solid starting point for their careers, but they've clearly, progressed past that level. What do we think about the original Robot with Human Hair song? Who would like to go first?
I'll let Kyle go first, since I've gone first every time.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I think the track is fine. I think it's... When we're talking about, like, songs that are more so on the safe end, this track kind of falls more into that for me. I guess they didn't, at the time, it wasn't safe because it was, like, their first thing. But in general, in the grand scheme of these songs, as far as structurally goes, the song's a bit more safe. I will say, like, the intro, specifically with, like, the plucky guitar going, like, back and forth is pretty cool. The big takeaway for me is, like, the way that, like, the uncleans, like, kind of connect to the clean bits, and then, like, they kind of pass off the baton a bit, and cleans, and they overlap a bit, and then the next one happens, and they overlap a bit, and the next one happens. It's pretty good. It keeps, like, the flow of the track going, and overall, like, writing wise, I think that's pretty solid. The switch ups between, like, a little bit more faster paced to mellow bit, and to, like, the ending being a little bit more aggressive again, I think are pretty solid, actually, as far as, like, in that album alone. I think a lot of transitions are a tad messy here and there, just because of, like, how early on it is for them. And this track's pretty solid. So props to them. I think the track's pretty good. Track is good.
Nice. Brandon, what do you think about this one?
It's probably their best track off of Whatever I Say Is Royal Ocean. It's a very solid start for the band. I think the EP is kind of a hidden gem. Like, I'm not going to say it's underrated, because I don't think it really steps above anything in DGD's discography, really. But I just think it's, like, a good start. And this song is like the epitome of that. Like, very good. It kind of like setting the stage for DBM 1. You have a lot of like the emotionally charged stuff. You have a lot of like decent instrumentals.
Oh, bless you.
Wow, that came out of nowhere. But
Dying.
nice cock. Anyways,
cool.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's just a really solid track. Does a lot of things well. Even has like a little breakdown kind of bit at the end. I do like how the song deconstructs and like takes a breath. Really like mellows out for a second. Like Johnny Craig kind of carries it going into like the final like aggressive bit. All in all, I think it's just a solid track. I think it's in the hierarchy of Robot with Human Hairs. I think it's definitely deserving. So, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I agree with everything you said. In the grand scheme of things, I do not care about this song, so I'm not going to talk about it at all because it doesn't deserve to be talked about more. What we're going to do is it's a song. It's the original, and I respect it because we would not have the song that's going to win today if we did not have this song first. And that's just truth. That's just like we would not have Kyle if we didn't have his great grandfather who might have been a shitbag.
Abraham
It's like
Lincoln.
sometimes you just got the lineage leads to better things, but it doesn't necessarily start at the best place. It's an okay song. It's an okay song. But the fact that they've leveled up to like the ultimate masters of music, I mean, let's not give this song like any more credit than it's due. It is an average song. If any other band made it, maybe I would say this is cool. But it's like they've grown so far past this in the 15, 16 years that this song's been out. And it's like, it's just, in my opinion, not worth talking about anymore. We've moved so far beyond it. It's like, it's cool that it exists. Put it in a museum. Does not belong to be in the land of the living anymore with the track that is going to win. But let's talk about the track that's going to win. Let's talk about Young Robot. I love this song a lot. It's like top 10 DGD songs for me, personally. I don't know exactly where in that list it would be or where I put it before when we did that a long time ago, but I know it's there, and it deserves to be there. Kyle, I'm going to throw it back to you.
Gladly.
Tell us about this song.
I gave Royal Ocean respect, right? But get that shit out of here. This is superior. This is just like, come on. Like if this right here was this little rowlet was Royal Ocean, I don't want it. I don't want it in my life. I don't want that shit. Young Robot is fucking superior. So much better. Talk about them leveling up to Masters of Music. They got moving fucking flutes now. It's so good.
That alone makes it win. And it's so much more than that, too.
It is. And I could gush about it forever. But I think the gushing of this track is properly saved for its next contest, in my opinion. Because I think as though, I just chucked Royal Ocean to the side, like a little tiny baby bird. This Young Robot should be in company with other greats, like Robot 4. So I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Wow.
I don't think Royal Ocean deserves it.
Okay. I mean, Brennan, do you want to talk about it at all today? Or do you want to save your thoughts as well?
All I'll say on it, and I'll keep it really brief. Part 1 walked so Young Robot could run.
That's fair.
You see like a very linear progression, from way back in the early days to Mothership. Both, I mean, the lineup is not linear, but like as far as like how the band constructs tracks, performs them, writes them, and, puts them in albums is just in one spot, it's way up here, the other spot, we're at the beginning. So, I mean, I don't think this is a contest in the slightest.
I don't think it is either. Like, part 1 is like one of those like shitty funeral home candies you get that like they don't taste like anything. They're just there to like offer some form of comfort to your taste buds and your soul. But like Young Robot, man, that's a box of king size Kit Kat bars. That's what that is in comparison. Kit Kats are my favorite, and that's why I went for that one. That's why, like, They might not be yours. Insert your favorite candy bar there. It's a box of king size, whatever the fuck you like. It should be Kit Kats, but I respect that people have worse taste than me. And just, that's it. That's the comparison here. It's the Robot Part 1 is cool for what it is, but it's dead now. And Young Robot moves on. Congratulations, Young Robot. He's done. We've made it through another genocide round. I'm glad there's only one genocide round in this bracket, though. Quite impressive, honestly, because I feel like we had multiple in. I feel like we usually have multiple per season. I feel like there's at least like 2 that are just
at
like
least 2 or 3.
What the fuck? This isn't gonna be real content. This is gonna be over in 2 minutes. But yeah, I mean that does it for the preliminary rounds. We have our semifinals in front of us, and we're going to start those off next week with Son of Robot versus Death of the Robot with Human Hair. Wowzers, we're getting into some tasty tight territory, and if you want to be notified when that matchup drops, make sure you're subscribed to the Talks a Lot Boys, and you ringle dongle the bell, and you'll get notified when that episode drops, when future things drop, and that would just make us smile a little bit. We like seeing that sub counter go up. It's the little joys in life, that keep us going. Another little joy that you can give us in our measly, pathetic lives, click that like button, because that also just brings a twinge of smile to the corners of our mouths with every single one. And if you want to go the full Monty, make sure you comment below too, positive or negative. If you comment on our stuff, it gives me the good tingles. So,
and we love tingles here.
We love that. Yeah,
that is one way of putting it.
So, I hope you enjoyed the preliminary rounds. We'll see you for the semifinals. We've been the Talks a Lot Boys. We'll talk a whole lot more next time. Peace out.